Hello, everybody, and welcome back to week 3, day 3 of First Light Valorant. Today we have Aimlabs Dropouts versus Scots. Should be a nice match for us today. Have me casting. I have my co-caster, Marceline as well. If you'd like to introduce
Yup.
yourself.
Yup. What's good, gang?
And then we
Hope
have,
everyone's. Oh,
oh,
my bad.
okay.
That's my bad.
And then
That's my bad.
we have Gnome producing and Scipio observing for us today. Map bans started already. We
He
are
said
down
they
to Haven.
they
As
just did
as I
it.
say that, I
It's
couldn't
gonna
even
be a
like
hate.
couldn't even
Yay,
hope for anything.
Haven! The most exciting map in the map pool. Speaking of, since patch 11.08, how do you feel about the map changes to Abyss?
I haven't really played a lot since the map changes because I've been busy mining the craft. Uh, so I don't really have an opinion on that currently.
I've played it. I've been playing pretty much all day because I have no life. Um, it's interesting to say the least. And it looks like we are swapping sides.
I've been busy on
Scott,
the FLV SMP for Minecraft.
see, I need to get back on there, but like everyone I've decided to team up with is never online, and they're doing all the building, and so I've just been like terraforming everything.
If you got a Amazon Prime sub, um, you can use that for the channel, or normal
Or
sub
just
works too.
or just be like me and bet 2 aces in a game, and then suddenly you're sub to FLV. That's what I did last time I casted. I bet that there wasn't gonna be 2 aces in a game, and guess what happened? There was 2 aces in a game on the same team from two different players.
Hope to see some
Oh,
interesting comps for Haven. See if anything
I
is like what's happened before.
I want to see a Vito just because I think it's fun to watch Vito's TP around. But I had a whole train of thought, and now it's gone. You know, it'll hit me in the face one day. One of these days, it'll come back.
I think a veto on both sides would be pretty fun.
Hmm. I also kind of want to see one of the games I cast. Hold on. What? Don't do that, please. Run a full flash team comp, like a Breach, a Yoru, a Sky,
Oh, that would be
a
funny.
Phoenix. What's another flash agent? A
Um,
Vice. A Vice. We need a Sentinel with a flash.
Vice, Breach, Phoenix, Sky, and KO. Yeah, all flash
Like
agents. That would be funny.
I'm waiting for the day where a team runs an all flash comp.
That would be funny to see.
That would be a sight for sore eyes to see.
We're watching an all smoke comp. Smokes everywhere.
All controllers. I also so I we all know that Harbor's getting a rework because his kit low key kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he's
and
low key buns.
yeah, apparently, and I have no idea. Um, I have no idea what if it's true or not, but apparently, and this is all speculation. If anyone in chat tries to correct me, I know this might be wrong. But apparently they're gonna add like an entirely new piece of kit to his util. Or util to his kit. Wow.
Oh yes, I
So
do
it'll
remember them mentioning that in one of the videos they posted.
yeah, I saw that and I was like, there's no way. What are they gonna get rid of? His cascade? But his cascade's kinda good. Was he gonna get like their cove? The cove's also pretty good.
Maybe
So
it will be
it's probably
something better than what he has already.
dude, it better. This rework better go hard. It better go as hard as yours rework did. Oh, and we are getting
They did my
straight
guy
into the
dirty. I
game.
don't know what you're talking about. All right. Got an
Oh,
agent
Jazz.
select.
Guys, we've got an insta-lock jet. I'm just kidding. I've been seeing a lot more Phoenix. We've got Jaeger. I'm going to call him McJagger, even though he said it's pronounced Jaeger. McJagger locking a Phoenix. I'm doing this just to spite him.
Yeah,
Or
we're
them.
gonna
Or her. Who knows?
we're not gonna listen to what Bear said. We're just gonna call him Jagger.
No, we're we're gonna purposely mispronounce every single person's
All right,
name here tonight.
guys. Uh, Jez.
Oh, we do have a veto hovered by
Insta-lock
Juku.
Jet. So if he does bad, that means you flame him immediately. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, flame him in chat. Flame him in chat. Yeah. You got. Yeah, but like I said, I've seen a lot of Phoenix coming in from whenever I play unrated or comp.
Phoenix is a pretty
Jeez.
solid pick after all the balance changes.
He is, but you also can't just run him
Whoa.
without a dive duelist, like how Aimlabs Dropouts has a neon with a Phoenix, and then shoot, what is it? Scots. Whoa, Scots have a jet with an ISO. So like they have like a duelist that more plays back, but they also have a duelist that just dives into sight.
See a Cypher and Omen on both sides too. Pretty common picks.
And a Sova. A Cypher, an Omen, and a Sova. The only thing that's different is the duelist composition.
Starting out the game with even utility, or even economy, I mean.
Excuse me.
Interesting buy, seeing Jazz buy a Frenzy on Scots. Other than that, everything else is pretty normal.
We've got a Sova just sitting in. I believe that is Pickle. It's just in spawn. Oh, no, he's on the mid now. It looks like we've got a 1-3-1. It's actually just Cypher setting up his trip out in lobby. Cypher setting up his trip in mid. 3 players going towards garage hit. Phoenix flashing 3 of them, I believe. Dashing into that trip. But it is going to be a C execute. Juku taking down Shoto. Hornet taking down Jerk, but Jazz gets the trade on Hornet. Otto getting the trade on Omen. I'm not saying that Omen's name. I'm not saying Pickle's Omen's name. This Pickle's in a 1v4 situation. Taken out by Jazz. You get Scott? Their first round.
A nice attempt at a C hit through garage. It just got shut down pretty quick because people on Aimlabs Dropouts, or Scots, I mean, rotated over. Actually, wait. Yeah, it was a good round because they won the round actually. Nice B push through garage, worked pretty well.
And it looks like they're going for that same. Well, they were. It's stuck under the Phoenix! That's taking out Omen. Shoto's taking out Jazz. Holy crap! Juke taking out OG. OG taking out Pickle. Shoto's taking down. It's just a bloodbath. Shoto get a 3K before being taken out by Juku. Juku getting the 3K to get Scots their second round. Holy.
We saw
like
a literal Sova scanning ahead. A literal head. Stuck right on the Phoenix's head. Another nice push from the Scots. Just rinsed and repeat what they did the round before, and it worked pretty good because they had the better buy. Looks like they're opting to bonus right now, as Aimlabs Dropouts have full economy.
Ah! That YouTube follow. Util follow. Looks like I'm gonna. Oh, I got ISO slotted up in by garage. I believe that's Jerk. Oh, Jerk taken down by Jaeger. My apologies, Big Jagger. Shutter taking down Juku in A lobby. This looks like Scots are just gonna slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna take a refrag. Doesn't connect. Oh, it hits Neon for 140. Wow. Looks like they're just gonna double back, leaving Jet behind. To just book it up towards C. Just slowly push in, but there's no Cypher used up C main, so they could just go on the site. Jazz is gonna lurk up into the garage. He's gonna hear them all rotating in from B. I'm gonna TP up. Excuse me. I'm gonna get hit by that cam dart. Jazz gonna take that Shadow while Jaeger takes on Jazz. Omen taking out Otto. OG getting 2 for being taken out by Jaeger. And that, excuse me, is Aimlabs Dropouts' first round of the half.
It's a very nice retake by Aimlabs Dropouts for that round. I feel like the Scots only lost because of the numbers advantage after those early picks at the beginning of the round.
Oh, Hornet's got them one ways.
Now we have almost a full buy from Scots, and then see like a kind of half buy side of Aimlabs Dropouts as well.
Oh, Jaeger getting first pick on OGs, leaving Spike all the way after their spawn. Juke needed the trade on the Shoto. Are gonna pick up the Spike, and they're just gonna run into A, but do they? You're gonna get the neural theft online. Jazz just didn't know where to hit. Jaeger takes on Jazz. Juke is getting Phoenix out of his ultimate, but taking out Pickles. Omen getting 2 on 2 before Jaeger getting his 3rd on the Jerk. Giving Aimlabs Dropouts their 2nd round, tying up to 2-2 going into round 5.
That was a very nice Phoenix ult on A, got a kill, and then was able to get back and get 2 more. He used that ult pretty smart. And then we had Omen dropping out a window, which it looked like nobody was holding, and he got
no one was like
a nice 2 kills from that too. See a Sova ult on the Scots and a Neon ult on Aimlabs Dropouts. See if they use either one this round.
You just got Shoto holding that while Pickles gets a ult orb. It's Otto pushing up short with a Stinger, along with Jet, who has a Sheriff. Juku getting the first pick onto Omen. I refuse to say that Omen's name. Jaeger taking down Juku. Shoto getting down Jerk. Pickles is holding a cross into short, getting both Jazz and Otto. And Jaeger getting Sova up B main to give Aimlabs Dropouts their 3rd round.
I feel like that round the Scots should have tried to push site a little faster. I feel like they got slowed down pretty quick. Like they either could have pushed faster or rotated off. Because then they just got out-aimed by the people on Aimlabs Dropouts.
Yeah.
Just taken down one by one. See the Sova and Neon ult are still up. We see a Jet and Omen ult up now too. See if any of them are used this round. Hopefully one.
Otto getting the first pick on a Shoto, who is picking out a short. Bladestorm is active for Jazz. You got Pickles tucked into that A short cubby. Paranoia being sent out by Omen. Hunter Fury being sent out by the Sova. Getting a kill on the Jaeger. They're just gonna double back after Juku getting a pick on the Hornet. It looks like they're gonna fake presence on a B before running it up through C, because you see the OG Knight and Jet. Oh jeez, sure getting a nasty 1-tap onto the Omen. Pickle's trying to go for a flank, but then he notices the Sova utility, he just jumps right over it. He said, nah, I'll jump over it. OG getting the spike down. I got 3 players on site, 1 holding B, and 1 holding all the way back into spawn. Just hiding from Pickles. Oh, they see where he is. They've got ISO, Jet, and Sova holding the angle. And they're all... Cypher pulling in on site, taking out that shot, that tripwire. Recon bot being shot. And I think Pickles is just gonna call for a save. Maybe. Oh, he heard the step coming in from Pickles. But I don't think they're gonna swing it considering he's so low. And by them I mean Otto and Jerk. Gonna get Scott's their 3rd round going into the 7th round. It's currently tied up at a 3-3.
See,
This round we have
that round was better because they pushed site faster. They got the picks and then they rotated over pretty quick. And I feel like it was smart of Pickles to save because he was only 1 off of ult, and then he didn't lose his gun either. So both sides have full buys. Did you see an op online for Shoto? We'll see how that affects the round.
Jerk had his ult ready to just pull it out. Whoa. To drop his ult whenever Sovadar got a scam, but he backed off. And that gives him the information that there is an op A long. Jaeger holding garage. But does he know? Oh, looks like they were going to go up garage, but then they decided to cancel it out. Maybe? Oh, lordy. Jerk throwing out an undercut, connecting onto the Phoenix. It looks like it's gonna be a B hit. Jerk getting Jaeger into that ult. Jaeger taking out Jerk in the ultimate. Currently a 4v2 situation, now a 3v2 situation. Jazz taking out Omen. Jazz getting a 3k. Pickles taking out Otto. Oh gosh, Jazz for the 4k on Pickles. Knows that there's an ult online. He's just gonna grab the spike and run his C. They're pinging out where Neon's gonna be with that op. Oh lord. Overdrive committed by Shoto.
Yo! Is that ace from Jazz?
Oh,
amazing ace.
Jazz is shooting their gun. I gotta fix my mic angle, hold on.
Jazz is showing they're not to be messed with. Side of the Scots. Very nice turnaround for the Scots that round.
I'm telling you right now, if I ever get Hornet in my lobbies, and I see him playing Cypher on C on this map, I'm just not gonna go C. He's got them nerdy one-ways. It looks like they're going in for an A-heavy default. 3 going towards A. They were doing a 3-1-1. Jerk getting the pick on the Shoto. Pickles taking out Jazz. Juku getting a pick onto Omen up on B. What? Jaeger getting a pick on Juku. What did I just watch? You got Jerk with 11 HP and a Dream. The other members... Hunter's Fury committed by Pickles. Takes some damage onto some of the players of Scott's. Jaeger committed his ult, taken out by the OG Knight. Auto taking out Pickles with an operator, holding that off from A short. OG getting a pick onto Hornet, leaving it in a 1v2 situation, but both players of Scott's are low. He's gonna tuck into hell. See if Jaeger can get that information. No, the plant is not canceled. Gets the pick onto Otto. Gets the clutch for Jaeger on a 4K to get the Aimlabs Dropouts their 4th round.
Back-to-back rounds of clutches. Jaeger using that Phoenix ult to good use once again. Same way he used it last time as well. He got in more kills from this one though.
Yeah.
see an Omen ult on both sides, as well as a Cypher ult on the side of Aimlabs Dropouts. See a full buy on both sides with that op still online for Shoto. But the op's not really much of a problem right now.
Mm-mm. What is that shock dart lineup? Crazy shock dart lineup coming in from Pickles. It looks like they're going
It
in
did
for
break the trip though.
It did. This threw me off. I was like, he just shot it off the map. No, he shot it and it hit its C main, taking on that trip. It looks like they're doing a 3-2, a 1-3-1. Heading more towards the B site. They got Cypher set up in A lobby. Omen taking on Auto. Hornet taking on Jazz. It's currently a 3v5 situation. I spoke too soon. It's a 5v2 situation. Pickle's taking down the OG Knight. He hears that owl drone. Neurothep committed from the side of Aimlabs Dropouts. They're gonna see that Dirk and Juku are set up more back towards their spawn. Pickle's taking out Juku and Omen taking out Dirk.
That was just a pure aim diff on the side of Aimlabs Dropouts right there.
They still both have the From the Shadows online for both teams.
There's also a new Jet ult online. We still have the op, Neon with the op still.
So it's a game of pass the operator.
Even though the operator's not really doing much, unless it's at the beginning of the round. Otherwise, it's not really impactful.
That recon dart is gonna get the pick. It's gonna leg Jazz. Gonna take Jazz on the 38 P with the Blade Storm online. Pickle's taking out Juku. That op is not getting. Look at that nose going to Jazz. Jerk taking out Shadow. Jaeger taking out Jerk. Omen taking out Auto. OG getting a pick onto Jaeger before being taken out by Hornet. Holy!
Wow, those.
Getting Aimlabs Dropouts their 6th round.
We got people thinking this is Call of Duty again, hitting some no scopes with the operator. That was a nice shot. Have a full buy on both sides. Operator's still online. Did something the last round. Hasn't really been doing anything prior rounds. I feel like the Scots got to try and, I feel like the Scots got to try and hit a site together rather than defaulting.
I feel like the operator at this point, since it hasn't got a ton of value, it's more of a fear factor thing.
They're just losing aim battles, so the default's not really working.
Omen getting a first pick on an Auto. Looks like they're doing a 3-1-1 spread. Juku taking the pick onto Shoto. OG taking the pick onto Jaeger. It's gonna leave Garage mostly empty with the exception of that tripwire from Hornet. But Pickles is all the way. Oh, that trigger discipline. And then a spike down A long. Jerk getting the refrag onto Pickles. Refrag. Trade onto Pickles. Jazz taking down Omen. Currently in a 3v1. I think Hornet might just be calling to save. He's got enough in the bank though to buy next round. Because if you notice, he's just slow walking through Garage, trying to check to see if there's anyone else lurking. Jazz outdrafting into heaven to get a different angle. I think Hornet's just taking a gander through B main at the moment. And there really isn't a whole lot he can do. He might get a pick onto Jazz. Ah, spoke too soon. Jazz gets the kill onto Hornet, giving Scots their 5th round, giving us a 6-5 before going to the last round and a half.
See, that was a better default because they were able to win the aim duels. It's a nice trigger discipline by Pickles, but he did get traded pretty quickly. I feel like he should have waited a little longer. Have 3 ults on the side of the Scots. We got Sova, ISO, and Omen ult.
Omen's had his ult for a while.
Yeah, I was about to just mention that as well.
And it just looks like a 5-man slam onto A. ISO ult's gonna grab Shoto. And Jerk loses his ult yet again to the side of Aimlabs Dropouts. Pickle's getting a pick onto Auto. Jazz getting Shoto. Pickle's getting a 3K onto Juku and Jazz before leaving the OG Knight into a 1v3 situation. But he does have his Hunter's Fury online. Oh gosh. Oh! He gets Hornet! He's gonna fake the plant before it just to hide it. Jaeger knows he's in hell. But does he risk his health by dropping, or is he just gonna hold that angle? He just holds the angle. Giving us a 7-5 half going into the second half of the game.
That was a smart play too.
Mm-hmm.
Holding the angle right there, being able to get the kill without making any noise. He knew the Omen was panicking too because he was about to be sandwiched.
Yeah.
See how attack goes for the side of Aimlabs Dropouts, as they were winning the past few aim duels in the past couple of rounds. See how the defense works for the Scots as well.
Oh, and it just looks like Omen and Jaeger having a little cat fight in spawn.
Interesting to see the Scots have their Cypher on A rather than C, because usually you see Cyphers on C. So it's interesting to see only Jet holding it. Hope that Jet holds down C and doesn't get pushed off immediately.
It looks like he's just gonna go in for a C heavy hit. Shocked are committed, but there's no trip onto C, so Jazz getting a pick onto Jaeger, getting 2 onto Jaeger and Shoto before being taken out by Pickles. And they're just gonna have C-side all to themselves. Pickles picking up a ghost from his classic. And it just looks like all 4 players of Scots are gonna huddle up both CT and Garage. Auto taking out Horda with a classic. Omen taking out Jerk. Still taking out Auto. It's gonna leave him OG Knight in a 1v2 situation, my bad. Before being taken out by the OG Knight. Giving
nice,
shots their 6th
nice
round.
Sova 1v1. Scott Sova taking the window because Pickles was already low on health. Nice defense on the side of the Scots. Even though they had some people with the late rotations, they were still able to clean them up after retaking. So it was a nice retake. See updated buy on the side of the Scots with a bonus happening on the side of Aimlabs Dropouts.
And they've got Cypher back on A still. It looks like they're just going for a C or a B heavy hit, my bad. They do have those shorter range guns. They can hold the smaller sight, angle-wise. Dirty getting a pick onto Shoto or onto Jaeger before getting a pick. OG Knight getting a pick onto Shoto. Wow, it is just an absolute skirmish on the B side. Oh my lordy! And it was just, as the game said, a flawless take by the Scots, giving us a 7-7 going in around 15.
That was a quick round. I feel like right there, the Omen on Aimlabs Dropouts, you should have smoked a little sooner, and also smoked for A-Link as well as C-Link. I feel like that smoke being late is what caused his Neon to die. And then the Scotch just quickly retook B and shut him out pretty quick.
But I think they also know that they don't have their Cypher set up on A, not on C, so they can easily just take C more freely. So they're going for more of a garage hit. Excuse me, I got the gun.
I just won 2.
Oh, jerk! Jaeger just pushing him in the garage. Jaeger taking on Jazz. Owen taking on Jerk. He gets turned on Jerk. Juka taking on Jaeger in garage. Oh my god. 2v2 situation.
I don't think Jerk's gonna want to talk about that later.
Oh, I know. Juka getting a pick on the Omen because he ran into the tripwire, which is set up on a B main, leaving Neon alone on B main. I say, how many times I say B main? Make it a guess. And it just looks like they're both. Yeah, it looks like they're both going for a B main retake. Noto's just gonna get killed by Auto before I could even consider that he's gonna go to C to get the bomb, get the spike down.
It's because of that timing right there. That was a smart trip to put on B main for them. When they rotated over to B, the Omen got tripped. Didn't even realize that their Cypher could have put it there. You can see a full buy on the side of the Scots, and a half buy on the side of Aimlabs Dropouts. There's no ults online. Sova's about to get his on the side of the Scots. He's
And
off.
Omen has 6 out of his 7 ult orbs online.
6-7.
Looks like they're just gonna go for a. It looks like they're gonna go for a 5-man slam on a A, but they quickly cancel it, doubling it back to C. But Otto hears all this. He's gonna tell us here that they're gonna call that they're all at least 3 are rotating over to site, but they're just not rotating. What's happening?
Looks like it might be a fake.
But bomb is going towards C though. Jazz taking out Shadow, Juku taking out Omen. Phoenix ult committed. Hornet getting a pick onto the OG Knight. Jaeger almost getting a spray transfer onto Jerk. Juku taking out Pickles in Nest of Garage. Leaving in a 2v2 situation. Neural Theft committed. Jaeger getting a 3K onto Juku. And I think Jerk might just call to save. Yeah, he's calling to save. He's gonna give the Aimlab Dropouts their 8th round. He's gonna tie it up 8-8.
Jaeger's been hitting some
amazing
really nice
camera shots. Thank you, Scipio, for the camera shots.
Been doing pretty good for Aimlabs Dropouts. Now see the ult online from the Sova on the side of the Scots, as well as the Omen ult on the side of Aimlabs Dropouts. Full buy on Aimlabs Dropouts as well, with a almost full buy on the side of the Scots. I'm not really sure. It looks like Jet has to save because of how low her economy is. And then we see an operator online from the Cypher. We'll see how that plays out. Usually you don't see the Sentinel with an off.
He sees Shoto shooting up, or dashing? Sprinting up into short. Jaeger seeing some information in garage. But there is 2 up short. Neon backing out while Omen is staying placed up into short.
If that op shot was like a second sooner, it would have been a free kill.
Yeah. And they're just taking B, and they're Hunter Fury going to be committed onto the B site to try to delay the plant. It's going to tag a couple of the players. Juki getting a shot into Jaeger, completely blinded. Knight taking out Shoto. And they're just all huddled up onto the B site. 2 staying on site while 1 goes to garage and the other backs up towards A. But Hornet's just sitting there B main while Obed's sitting up at desk.
There's been a lot of fights happening at B.
They do be fighting. But you know, Omen is low on health. I mean, so is half of the Scots. You've got Omen on the Scots with 13 HP and Soba with 4. Jazz taking out Omen. And there's 11 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna have to plant now if he wants to even get any money out of it. And Jazz takes out Hornet to secure Scott's 9th round. And somehow the OT Knight managed to survive with 4 HP.
Some messy fights at the beginning. That was interesting to see. Juku is opting to not buy the op again. I think that's pretty smart. Because there haven't really been any scenarios with the op. There's been a lot of close quarter fights because of the retakes that are going on.
Yeah. But I think Aimlab Dropouts is fully aware that Cypher usually plays on A instead of C, which is usually where Cyphers and Sentinels usually play. Overdrive committed. Paranoia thrown into the sky. Jerk taking out Pickles. OG taking out Soto, taking out that overdrive. Jerk's shield's gonna tank that outlaw bullet. But there's 4 players on team. Undercut being committed by Jerk. Holy guacamole.
Just truly flawless round from
Juku really wanted to pop that Karnami bubble.
The Scots right there. I feel like Shoto ulted too early that round. He got taken down pretty quick because he was swung by like 3 people at the same time, and he also couldn't really aim with the ult as well from all the pressure happening. Other than that, we got 3 ults online for Aimlabs Dropouts, and then we got the ISO ult up again for Jerk. See if he can actually kill anybody.
Yeah, let's see if he can get a kill this game.
Next time
Jaeger's just running in there, getting taken out by the OG. Now Auto getting the pick on Shoto. Jerk taking out Hornet. And it's just an absolute bloodbath going on in Garage. Jerk taking out Omen, Pickles taking out Auto. And Pickles alone in a 1v3 situation, but he has maxed out, but as well as so did everyone else that's left alive on the Scots. If Jerk gets information as to where he is, he could possibly ult him.
Oh, that ult just barely misses him.
He grabs him. They're all 2 are doubling back towards CT while Cypher's just pushing out towards grass. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I'm not tired, I swear. Pickle taken out by Jazz to give Scots their 11th round.
There's just a whole lot of... just truly a bloodbath in Garage. It was just one after the other. Just constantly giving ones back to back, and they just all got shut down as a result of it. I feel like after the first person died, they should have backed up or slowed down instead of having 2 people rush in right after.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been a smart
half of their
move.
team to die. And resulted in a like 4v2 scenario, which didn't end well.
Yeah, but Jaeger almost has his ult on.
For Aimlabs Dropouts, and we still see Auto.
What did I just watch from Jaeger? Shoto taking out Juku, Jazz taking out Shoto. Jazz getting 2 on the Hornet. Jaeger's ult is online. All the members of Aimlabs Dropouts with their ults online. Jazz is gonna hear them backing up. Oh my god, Jazz gets a 4K.
Jazz almost with the ace again.
Is that an operator I see, or is that an outlaw? Nope, it's an operator in the hands of Otto. Pickles is a 4K, get their 9th round.
Nice 4K from Pickles. Had some very nice shots that round. We don't see a 4th ult online for Aimlabs Dropouts. Hopefully they'll start using the ults, so they can recharge them up again. I hope so.
Hopefully is the key word here.
The Scots have the Jet ult online as well as Omen still. We see Juku has opted to buy an Odin. And then we see
do you see what I see?
420 with a Judge. We'll see how that affects the round.
Yeah, you're committing the Phoenix ult. He's tagged by the... Excuse me. Tagged by the Tripwire, getting taken out by OG. Juku taking out the pick on it. Oh, Jazz taking out 420 up in heaven. Neuroth committed. And they're just doubling back towards C. But I think Otto might have called this, because if he's pushing out towards C, you could hear them running. Holy, I'm not tired. Hornet gonna get the plant down. Get his first ult ward back online. Or his Jaeger accidentally shoots. And all 4 players of Scots are gonna double back towards CT. Oba gonna commit his ult. Gets absolutely just sprayed down by Juku. Quickly super before being taken out by Jazz. Jad's gonna start the defuse before being taken down by Jerk, and Jerk is gonna get the defuse. He gets Scott up to match point.
You know what? When I mentioned Aimlabs Dropouts having 4 ults, I didn't mean to use almost all of them at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
They
you would think
used almost
since
all
some
of
those are
them,
such...
and like none of them got any info because they resulted in quick deaths.
Mm-hmm.
And that
And
Odin
some of those are big
was
ultimates
really
too.
that Odin was a big problem from Juju.
I think the Odin
that
has
Odin
been
getting
more.
a bunch of kills.
I think the Odin's been more of a problem than the operator.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot of close quarters fights happening, so the operator's not really useful, and the Odin is more useful because you can use it at like medium, long, or short range, so it doesn't really matter.
And I feel like the usage of Odin's since Champs Paris has just exponentially gone up, and I blame NRG Brock for that.
NRG Brock.
And it looks like it's going into a 3-1-1. Hunter's Fury committed by by Pickles.
Just barely missed Cypher. I don't know how he didn't hit him at all.
Cypher's just built different. It looks like they're gonna double back. But most of the Scots players are here though. They're in the general vicinity. Paranoia sent out by 420. OG taking out 420. They're just running it in on the B side. Horny getting a pick on the OG. Juke getting Shoto. Pickle's getting Jazz getting Jaeger, and it's currently a 1v2 situation. Oh, this might be it. No. And it is Scott take the game in a solid 9-13 fashion. Wow, that was a lot of yapping from me. They cleaned it.
That was a lot of rounds, for there is a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to the observer for catching most of it, even though there was so much going on.
Yeah. There was a lot happening, and a lot happened very fast.
Really well played out match from both sides. It looked pretty even until the latter half, after halftime, where the Scots just took control because their defense was better.
Yeah, and it I was surprised that they were even able to, since they didn't have their Cypher set up on, they had him set up on A, not on C. I mean, I could understand since normally teams usually default more towards A than C, but second half of the game, Aimlabs Dropouts just went C almost every round they could.
They were like, "Oh, that's a free site. Let's go to C," but that they would just get taken down, and because the retake from the Scots is just very good.
It was flawless recovery from them. It was, wow. I think my jaw hurts with how much I was yawning. You'd think I was wide awake. Oh my gosh, I could not stop yawning. And it wasn't even because it was like a slow game. That game happened fast. There was a lot of things happening.
That was a fast game. That was a lot of action going on at the same time.
Yeah, but I just have been awake for way too long. I have to sleep more than I'm awake. I'm one of those people. But it was a very fun game to watch. And I'm very glad that they got the Odin online at one point.
Yeah, the Odin proved to be more beneficial than the Op because of the amount of close quarters combat that we saw. So we saw more potential coming from the Odin getting a bunch of kills. And the Sentinel using the Odin too over the
Sentinel using the Odin and the Operator.
Usually the Initiator is the one using the Odin, but he did pretty good with the Odin and got some key kills. Just cleaned them up, helped win the game for Scots. There was some questionable rounds of things that happened, but we leave it at the Scots taking it 13-9 against Aimlabs Dropouts.
Overall, very fun game to watch.
For the rest of the night, I don't think there will be another one streamed.
There might be. I'm not 100% positive. Do not fact check me on that, please.
I'm kidding. Fact check me. There will not be another one streamed today, unfortunately. So we'll see you again tomorrow. at 8 or yeah, possibly 8 or 10:30 Eastern PM for the next stream for First Light Val. Spin your caster Milkshake and co-caster Marceline, as well as the
Yeah.
observer Scipio and the producer Gnome, and see you all next time. Peace.
Till the next one.